What's going on, everybody? Is What's going on, everybody? Is Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And right there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies, music, trailers for me to react to. So click the link. Now, with that being said, we are here today to go ahead and continue with our day number 9 of In the Month of Madness, and our pick is 13 Ghosts. Now, you guys are probably be thinking of the 13 Ghosts that came out sometime in the 2000s, but no, we are not talking about that. We are talking about the original, the one that they remade from this. This is the William Castle directed 13 Ghosts that came out in 1960. This movie is starring Charles Herbert, Joe Morrow, Rosemary DeCamp, Margaret Hamilton, and Donald Wood. Now, William Castle. William Castle, automatically off top, is one of the most iconic directors ever. He is a gimmick director. Now, he is known for The Tingler, Homicidal, I believe the original House on Haunted Hill. William Castle was a freaking legend in this industry, and you better put some damn respect on his name. But I digress, like always. We're back at it again with another gimmick, man. William Castle came up with an awesome gimmick. Now, here's the cool thing. So I got the Blu-ray 213 Ghosts, and you can select and choose whether or not is it the one. Is this one? Can you select and choose, or is that the DVD? I think it just comes like that. Once you watch it, if you watch the movie, then you can choose to see the ghost. So, example, there is in the movie when my aunt told me this movie came out. When the movie came out, uh, you had the option of whether or not you wanted to see the ghost. So they gave you kind of like these 3D goggle type things, and you chose if you wanted to see it, you look in one color. If you didn't want to see it, you watch the movie through the other one, right? Because during the movie, you're prompted in order to use these goggles in order to see the ghost, which is really cool because it's a concept that's actually used in the movie. So me, I actually ordered a pair of these uh, ghost finding goggles, which is just like the 3D glass thing, and it came. I got it off of Amazon. It's specifically for this movie. It has the cool little 13 ghost frame and everything. So I ordered a pair, got it from there. Boom, boom, boom. They came. Now here's it was so much fun watching this movie. Like I would love to have grown up in this time and like being able to watch like a gimmick movie like this, because like really thinking about like if you want to see ghosts, you look in one thing, and if you don't want to see the ghosts, you look in the other side, right? But the funny thing is, even when you're watching a movie, you kind of already see like the silhouette of the ghost, so it's like you can already see it there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This movie is about a young man who's struggling. His family, this father, he's struggling, and his one of his relatives has left him his estate, big house, right? And in his house, it's rumored to have a fortune somewhere inside of it, but it's like it's hidden. And you have this dude that comes. He's like a not a pro like a real estate guy, and he keeps coming around. And he's talking to him. He checks in on the family, and it seems like it's really authentic. Like dude's just trying to be nice, but all dude has an alternative motive. So what his motive truly is that he wants to find the money for himself, because apparently he was the one that killed dude's uncle. So the movie is mostly them going through the house and discovering the ghost and learning about the ghost, and it's a really very simplistic plot, but it's a lot of fun when you're watching it with the goggles. Like you're watching it with the little goggles and you're seeing the little ghost, and I mean it's nothing like oh my god like mind blowing or anything, but it's just fun to watch this movie in the way that it was watched in 1960. It's a really cool idea and a really cool gimmick, like I mean William Castle's been known for this stuff. Like Homicidal, he has the clock, and he pops on the screen and says, let me let you know this, that if you are squeamish or you cannot stand the sight of blood, you might want to step away from this movie because what you're about to see might frighten you. So I'll give you 60 seconds to leave the theater. And people really left the theater, you know, because they were afraid. I mean, this man had ambulances parked outside type things. Like during a tingler, he had like things on the bottom of the seats that would shock you during the movie. Not like a fatal shock or anything, but you know, just like a quiet little, a nice little zap, you know. But dude, William Castle is the freaking man when it comes to like these gimmicky ideas, and 13 Ghosts is another one of them. And I can see why they remade this movie because the plot just had so much potential. And then also, I don't know if what came first, the remake to House on Haunted Hill or this. I believe House on Haunted Hill came before this, and I think that was like really, I think it did well, and because it did well, that's probably the reason why we got this movie, the remake to 13 Ghosts at least. But even the remake to 13 Ghosts was, I remember it was pretty fun to watch. Like I don't remember it thoroughly, but I remember when I was in my teens, I enjoyed it a lot. The design of the ghost and how crazy they looked, that was pretty cool. This movie, the ghosts aren't going to scare you in this movie. Like they're not going to fucking freak you out. It's nothing crazy. It's simple stuff. It's like an Italian chef and like a lion tamer and like a floating head and somebody getting hung and things like that. It's like really basic, like state, like ground level shit. It's nothing that when you see it is gonna like freak you out or anything. Like you know, it's nothing mind blowing, but it's just cool to see that back then they didn't have CGI and all these things like that, and to see what they made happen with what they had, it's really cool. So my advice would be if you want a really cool date night for your family, you know, this isn't some movie that's like rated R, slashing, blood all over the place. So little kids can watch this too. You watch this movie, you order you a pair of the goggles from eBay because it makes it a lot better. And you know, you guys just go ahead and view it from whatever perspective you want. If you want the non-ghost side, or if you want to do the ghost side, it's really cool. But I had a lot of fun with this movie, man. It means that movie meant a lot to me. Like I said, my aunt recommended and told me all about it. And I remember when I was younger, it came on TV and she was running around trying to find some freaking 3D glasses. And she was saying like it didn't work. And it's because it was the glasses that we stole from Terminator 3D and at Universal Studios, but you need the blue and the red 3D glasses in order to make it pop. In order for you to see it, you can like when you see the movie and when you watch it, you'll see what they did with the effects and why it's like more visible with one than the other. But like I said, the fact that they would even think about doing something like that in a movie and then use it as kind of like a selling point to the movie is freaking iconic and dope. So shout out to William Castle. He directed an amazing movie. If you guys have not seen the original 13 Ghosts, I would recommend watching it. It's a family, you can watch it with your family. I would recommend going on eBay and going to get some of the little ghost finders glasses. That'll be dope. It's a cool little, it's kind of like an Easter egg hunt. Trust me. Just trust me when I say this. It's a great experience. Watch it, have fun. That is my day number, I want to say 9. I believe it's 9. I just said this shit, but I believe it's day number 9 of In the Month of Madness. And yes, I'm right. Day number 9 of In the Month of Madness. Tune in tomorrow to see what I got for you next time. And until then, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you're having a great day, man. And trust when I say this, subscribe to the channel. Adios.